Hey Moto campers, welcome back. We've got a camping trip coming up in the next few days, and we're going to show you how we pack for 2-Up Moto camping. So this is everything we need to go moto camping for about 4 to 5 days. We are packing a little bit more dry food and fresh food than we normally would because we're trying to see what it would look like for us on a multi-week camping trip and being sustained from the motorcycle and not having to eat out all the time. So we are bringing a cooler and more dry foods. So we're going to go over everything we have laid out. Over on this side, we've got our lantern, a little magnet light, some tools, tool kits, zip ties, clutch cable, our day backpack, 2 camp chairs, a hatchet. This is our thermocell, little mosquito repellent thing. Our tent. This is everything we need in our camp kitchen. So this is 2 plates, 2 bowls, a kettle, and 4 mugs. We have 2 of the Cool Grip mugs, and we have 2 regular mugs that come in the X Set 11. We like using the Cool Grip for hot coffee, and then we're actually going to use the other mugs for when we make oatmeal or cereal. So we have our water cell, 4 liters. This is our little cooler, and it's just a cheap little cooler that zips up. Our fuel, again, everything in here, our lighter, stove, all that's in this little package. Our dry foods, we've got some plantains, oatmeal, nuts, freeze-dried food. We've got some RX bars, some dried fruit bars, and some beef sticks. We've got shoes for around camp and going hiking and walking. We also have water shoes and flip-flops. Coming back around, we've got our toiletries bag. We've got a small med kit, first aid kit. This is our sleeping bag. We're going with the Sentinel Big Agnes 2-person sleeping bag. It's rated at 30 degrees. This is a down-filled bag. This is the insulated SLX. This is a 40-inch wide sleeping pad. So this has the stretch fit, that sleeve that goes over this pad, so it's kind of like a sheet. And this is all we're going to need for 2 people. This is going into a compression sack. And our clothes. This is clothes for about 4 to 5 days. So we've already done a quick dry run of this, and so I know where everything's going to go. I'm going to put the dry food and the tent on the outside. This is a prototype tent that I've been working on. So with the 30-liter side cases and the 47-liter top box for the Bonneville, it's just not enough to fit everything. So I'm probably going to have to get something like the Giant Loop Round the World panniers, because they are a lot bigger than the 30-liter side cases that I have. So this, I've got a Sea to Summit Big River dry bag. This is a 20-liter bag. So the next thing we're going to pack is the dry food, because it is also going on the outside of the cases. We've got the Giant Loop Revelstoke dry bag. I also have 100 foot of paracord and 3 carabiners. We're going to use this to hang our dry food and the cooler once we get to camp overnight to keep the critters away while we're camping. This is a known bear area too, so we're going to make sure we keep everything food related away from the tent and pretty much in a different area of the campsite, so that way they're not drawn to at least our tent. So let's go ahead and I like to keep everything separated and organized in its own bag, and it just makes it easier whenever you're grabbing it. You know, okay, this is my toiletry bag, this is my clothing bag. Also try to pack the heavier, less used items in the side cases and the more used, lighter items in the top case, so that way I can just open up if we stop somewhere and get water or a snack. All right, so this is not staying in the storage sack. This is going in a Snug Pack compression sack. So gonna pull that out and just shove it right into here. All right, so we now have our sleeping bag reduced into a compression sack, and I can smash that down pretty small. Being down, it actually packs really well. All right, so I'm gonna start with the top box. I'm gonna have our camp kitchen set up in this one bag. We'll put that in there, our lighter. I'm also gonna have the cooler with food in there. Let's see, what else am I gonna put in here? I'm gonna put my clothes in there. And I did the clothes in here just because of the shape and the size of it. It's not gonna fit in the side case because of how narrow that side case is. Actually, it probably would fit in there. I can compress it down pretty good, but it just fits really well right there. Our day pack, because it's something that we want to keep easily accessible. Lights. Got a little magnet light. I got the little UST Sprite LED lantern. We'll go ahead and throw the thermocell in here. So, top case done. All right, for the side case, we're going to shove the sleeping bag in here. The sleeping pad. Our toiletries. Our pillow. First aid kit. There we go with the side case. So that's side case number one. All right, so we got the second side case, and I'm gonna put all the tools kind of flat on the bottom. Got some zip ties, all the little accessories, some JB Weld. I got some giant zip ties. We're just gonna loop around in here. Got a clutch cable. And I can actually we'll lay that in the lid. Got a hatchet, I'll lay that in the back. And toe strap, toolkit, little air gauge. And I probably should pack those a little bit better. I should probably pack it all inside of its own little packing cube, because that would make it a lot easier, but the way it lays in there, it'll be fine. Or even like a little small stuff sack. So we've got chair 1, chair 2. Oh, my wrench fell out. Let's stick that in there. And I think I can fit first pair of shoes like that. And the other pair of shoes are gonna have to lay up in here. I'll lay those flat on the lid with my water shoes. And then that will close up just like that. Now the last two things we've got to throw on the bike are the tent and our dry food. So let's go do that. To make a long story short, the last part of this video that we did actually got messed up. So I'm redoing it with a repack of how we actually packed the bike. So on this side, we've got the sleeping bag, sleeping pad, and a bunch of camp accessories. We've got a tent and a sweatshirt in the Big River dry bag, which is held on with a rock strap. Over here in this side case, we've got our shoes, like around camp shoes, the toolkits, our camp chairs, a lot of the lights and stuff like that. In the Revelstoke dry bag, we have all of our dry food. We strapped that on with a rock strap, and then strapped to the Revelstoke dry bag, we've got the Sea to Summit Water Cell X strapped on with some pronghorn straps. And then in the trunk, we have our clothes, our kitchen camping setup, and the cooler with all of our cold foods. We've got meats and vegetables in there, and that's where we're keeping all that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you get notified whenever we drop new videos for camping gear, review videos, and even how-to videos. Thank you all for watching and ride safe.